back to the fence, and that's gone.
There it is. Ace to win the set. It's caught. 20-10 touchdown.
This is going to be in the gap.
Yes! Score! Go to the deflection. The Ann Arbor Huskies win their first state championship. And good evening and welcome to Champlin Park tonight. It is girls lacrosse. The Rebels hosting the Coon Rapids Cardinals tonight. Coon Rapids 0-1 out of the gate. They got beat by Andover 14-3 in their opener. Meanwhile, number 8 ranked Champlin Park in the preseason poll. They are 2-0 to start the season. They had a good win over Rosemount. You saw that here on QCTV. And they followed that up with a victory their last time out. And Champlin Park now 2-0 to start the year, and they're right back here at home to take on the Coon Rapids Cardinals from the other side of the river. And we've got a bit of a change in the game here tonight, and that is the starting goaltender, Paige Hagenbart, is out of the game tonight. So as a result, they're going to have goaltender by committee tonight. Eleanor Gregornik, one of the defenders, will be in goal in the first half. Rachel Cottingham will be in goal in the second half. So Paige Hagenbart out for the game tonight as they take on the Cardinals in a Northwest Suburban contest tonight. Thanks so much for joining us. Once again, the girls' game is switched to quarters like the boys, 12-minute quarters instead of the 25-minute half. And quarter number one underway. Once again, Gregornik in the goal for the Rebels. In white, down to our right. And in goal, down to our left, is Alyssa Satter, senior for the Cardinals. Their head coach, Paige Foslin. The head coach for Champlin Park is Jeff Johnson. We're just about ready for the opening face-off. And as per usual, it will be Reese Hagenbart out there, does such a great job on those all-important face-offs in the middle of the field. And for Coon Rapids, it'll be Katie Wiggin, junior, out there taking the face-off. And she'll be at attack or midfield. They have 2 players headed for college. Annette Abbott headed for Aurora of Illinois. She's obviously a senior. And the other, Ashley Flynn, headed to Tiffin University in Ohio. And once again, we have an inspection of the net down there, down to our left, as the officials for tonight's game check that out. So 3rd game of the year for Champlin Park. They got a big one coming up Saturday at Wayzata against the Trojans. And then they have another huge showdown with Edina next week. They'll be at Edina on Thursday. And of course, you may remember Edina eliminated Champlin Park from the state tournament a year ago out at White Pear Lake in the quarterfinals. Well, they didn't eliminate them, but knocked them out of the championship round a year ago. And then they come right back home to close out April against Andover here at Champlin Park. So you can see the schedule there. 3 tough ones after tonight for the Champlin Park Rebels, and hopefully they'll be able to get Paige Hagenbart back for those games in net. Reese Hagenbart won the faceoff. Champlin Park right to the attack. Lauren Schindelbeck, a big year. They get it inside the rail, and she scores just like that. Alana Rail, her 4th goal of the year, and just seconds into the game, just 12 seconds into the game, Champlin Park grabs the early lead. They just moved it right down the field and grabbed the early lead. They moved it right down the field. Schindelbeck got it inside. Rail all alone on the goalie. And Satter couldn't do much about that. And there you see that Champlin Park schedule one more time. But I'd love to take care of business tonight against Coon Rapids and go into a big stretch of game. Once again, Wayzata, Edina, and Andover loom. Here's Annabelle Johnson, gets it inside again, and another quick goal. They got it down low this time, and I think that was Callie Gunderson. And if it is Gunderson, that'll be number 2 on the year for her. And time of goal number 2 comes 28 seconds in.
All you need is the camera, power, and something to connect it to the live view. Okay, awesome.
Champlin Park right back at it, side of the net. And the goalie for Coon Rapids, Satter's going to clear it out of there. Stolen right back by Champlin Park. So Raylan Gunderson, 2 quick goals here in the first minute. That goes all the way through. And there's a battle for the ground ball. Champlin Park trying to control. And the Rebels have it down to our left. So 2 quick ones. There's Gunderson, who had the goal a moment ago. Moving to the inside, and there's a quick goal for the leading scorer so far this year, Lauren Schindelbeck, her 8th of the year. And Champlin Park rolling Schindelbeck. And that goal comes at the 1:10 mark of quarter number 1. Just like that, 3-0 Champlin Park. So the Rebels on a roll. Coon Rapids dropped their opener to Andover, as we mentioned at the top, 14-3. Andover figures to be another good team in the Northwest Suburban. Maple Grove always strong. And that game was Monday over at Coon Rapids. Hagenbart won the face-off, then it was picked up by Annabelle Johnson. Schindelbeck gets it to Annabelle, gets it into the middle. Hagenbart, she'll score. She went down low, 4-0 Rebels, 4 different scorers. And that time it was Reese Hagenbart, and for Reese, number 5 on the year. Time of that goal, 126. So 4 goals in the first, 126. Once again, Paige Hagenbart, not available for duty. Hagenbart wins another face-off. Right down the field, gives it up on her right. That was a nice catch there on the fly. And now Champlin Park right back at it. There is a good breeze here tonight. The rain is over. We had some clearing, or a little bit of sunshine late in the day and now early this evening. But that wind coming out of the northwest, and right now Champlin Park into the wind. They get it inside. That's Engstrom. Engstrom didn't take the shot. Right back out into the middle. Annabelle Johnson couldn't handle it. And now Coon Rapids is going to clear. Cardinals haven't been able to get it over midfield yet in this game. And now Champlin Park with the 4-0 lead is going to pick up the ground ball. Here's Annabelle Johnson into the middle, trying to find room, gets it ahead. Good move into the middle, and that one down low. Second goal of the game for Schindelbeck, 9th of the year. And it's 5-0 Champlin Park.
Double goal, second of the game for number 22, Lauren Schindelbeck.
Number 2 already for her. And we're just 2:19 into this game. Now we go right back to the middle of the field where Reese Hagenbart has dominated. Once again, Coon Rapids has not had the ball over midfield in this one. It is going to be a big-time uphill climb. Once again, the goalie for Champlin Park, Eleanor Gregornik, here in the first half. Hagenbart wins another faceoff. Rebels move it ahead quickly. On the attack, Miley Jurassic into the middle. Miley has 1 goal and 3 assists. She'll go down behind the net. The Rebels are going to set it up. They get it into the middle. Another feed inside. Hagenbart scores her second of the game.
Double goal, second of the game for number 17, Reese Hagenbart.
And Champlin Park now a 6-0 lead in the first. Time of that goal, 2:43. And now a timeout on the field. You can see the score right there. So Rail got us going 12 seconds in. Gunderson at 28 seconds. Schindelbeck at 1:10. Hagenbart at 1:26. Schindelbeck at 2:19. Her second of the game. And Hagenbart, her second of the game at 2:43. 6-0 Rebels. And now you're going to wonder what those running time rules are. And running time doesn't become a factor until the second half. There you see the scoreboard. And Champlin Park off to a dominant start. And we mentioned the schedule for Champlin Park coming up early in the telecast here tonight. But a big one at Wayzata on Saturday, then at Edina on Thursday, and then home to Andover on Monday, April 29th. And all of a sudden, you're halfway through the season. And then they get a lot of home cooking at the end of the year. Here's Coon Rapids. They'll be at Duluth, at Centennial, at Spring Lake Park, and then they get Anoka at home and Irondale at home. But a couple of tough games to start their year. Played Andover and lost 14-3, and now down 6-0 to Champlin Park early in this game. And of course, we have a lot of sports coverage coming up on QCTV this spring. We got baseball, we've got softball, boys and girls lacrosse this spring. And then of course, sections, and hopefully for some teams from the area, state tournament action. You got to figure this Champlin Park girls lacrosse team has an outstanding chance to return to state tournament. That's got to be the plan. They're going to be the overwhelming favorite again in Section 7 to get back there. And certainly a deep team with a lot of elite scoring. Schindelbeck, 2 goals in the game tonight, 9 on the year. Hagenbart 2 tonight. She has 6 on the year. Annabelle Johnson coming in with 6 goals. Doesn't have any yet tonight. Hagenbart in the middle, ground ball. That's going to be picked up. They're going to do it over. Annabelle Johnson jumped into the circle to grab that one out of the air, but they're going to do it again. For Coon Rapids, they want to win a face-off and just get that ball over midfield. Ball popped into the air. Hagenbart grabs it. He hung around and finally grabbed it. Being hounded there by Izzy Allen. Hagenbart's going to go to the goal line extended. I'll go to that position behind the net. Swing it around to Engstrom. Now on the near side, Schindelbeck. Back out in the middle, that was Gunderson. They kind of work it counterclockwise around the net. Once again, they get it into the middle, and there's a shot and a goal. That's Engstrom, I believe. Yeah, there's Ella Engstrom. That'll be her second of the year, first tonight.
Rebel goals, quarter number 26, Ella Engstrom.
Well, Engstrom gets the goal, makes it 7-0 Rebels. That goal comes at 3:24. So, Champlin Park dominating this one. And you figured it would be a big challenge for Coon Rapids coming in here tonight. But 7-0 Rebels already. For head coach Paige Foslin. Right now, I think she would settle for winning a face-off. Ashley Flynn trying to control the draw. Another win by Hagenbart. Reese Hagenbart, just a sophomore. Her sister Paige, starting goalie, once again not available for duty tonight, injured. She is a sophomore, and twin sisters going to be a big part of this thing after this year for 2 more seasons. Champlin Park Lacrosse in very good shape. Getting around to the front of the net, turned away. Now it's Hagenbart.
Yep.
Gets it right back into the middle of the field.
All right, I'll come down
Schindleback.
to meet you.
Feed inside. Annabelle Johnson had it knocked away. Ground ball loose in front. Comes all the way to the goalie. Melissa Satter. Long clear over midfield. No clear control. Looks like Champlin Park's going to get there. Now it looks like Coon Rapids is going to get it back on the out-of-bound play. So the Cardinals are going to indeed get it over midfield. And on the move, here's Flynn. Flynn in the middle, still controlling it. Sees the double team and goes to the outside. Flynn will play in college at Tiffin in Ohio. So indeed a good player. And now the Cardinals, some much needed zone time. Here's Brianna George. Gets it over to the far side. Coon Rapids obviously in red on the attack down to our right. Now stolen away by Champlin Park. Here comes the Rebels. Good clear ahead. Annabelle Johnson, nice feed. Grabbed there by Jurassic. Jurassic goes to the back of the net, waiting for teammates. Right into the middle, and that feed to Johnson, and that's a goal. Annabelle Johnson on the score sheet. And Champlin Park puts another one on the board here in the first quarter. That one coming at 5:32.
Rebel goal scored by number 23, Annabelle Johnson.
Her first of the game and 7th of the year. So Coon Rapids got it into the zone, but it didn't last long. Champlin Park turns it the other way. They get down the field, get the goal. Now we'll get Reese Hagenbart once again at the middle of the field for that face-off, where she is flat out dominated. Play here tonight. That one's picked up by Schindleback, and now Hagenbart gets it right back. Hagenbart's going to begin her run. Good cut into the middle of the field. Now it's Annabelle Johnson to Schindleback. Over to the near side, grabbed there by Rail. Rail had the opening goal. Now they go down to the area behind the net. Rail's going to catch again. Goal line extended and set it up. Out of the outside, here's Johnson. Schindleback, right back down low. Nice give and go. Nice cut to the net. Annabelle Johnson has 2 in a row. And Champlin Park has another one on the board here in quarter number 1. Time of that goal at 6:12. So now Johnson with 2, Hagenbart with 2, Schindleback with 2. And Champlin Park leads at 9-0. Subs coming in. Anna Pitson into the game, among others. Hagenbart comes out. Jurassic comes out. Engstrom out of the game. And Gunderson came out as well. Out of the middle of the field. Annabelle Johnson on the faceoff, but it's grabbed by Rail. Champlin Park controls another faceoff. Rail, a good dodge to the right. Is going to come right back into the middle. Give it up to Johnson. Schindelbeck near his side. Rail in the middle. Schindelbeck catches. Rail and Johnson out on top. Swung it way out to the right. Making her move, Anna Pitson, 8th grader. Hasn't scored this year. Ground ball. Who's going to gain control? Good battle for it. And it's going to be ruled Champlin Park ball. Johnson's going to have it. Not anywhere near a free position at the 8. That's on the edge of the 12. Cut her down the middle. Pitson and a goal. Put it down low and she'll score. It's her first of the year for the 8th grader. And Champlin Park's put up a 10 spot here in the first quarter. Time of the goal, 7:12. 10 on the board for Champlin Park here in the first. And Johnson out there to take the face off for Champlin Park. Once again, Reese Hagenbart dominated the face-offs early in this quarter. It's on the sideline getting a breather right now. That one popped into the air, and Champlin Park's going to control. Looked like Flynn may have won the face-off, but it is ruled Rebel ball. Now it's Rail. Scored that first goal in the quarter, 10 in the quarter for the Rebels. Once again, they're working into the win. That one knocked away by the Cardinals, comes to the near sideline. Good physical play, a little too physical. As Carissa Gunderson got knocked down, 1 goal and 2 assists this year. She'll pick it up, get it to Johnson. Johnson's going to move into the middle, get a little shove. Now they get it down low, trying to swing around was Gunderson and get the shot away. She put it on the ground, Cardinals the other way. They begin their run up the far sideline. Clear toward the middle of the field is picked off. I think the Cardinals are going to hang on to it anyway. It is Coon Rapids ball. And now they're trying to move it forward. That was Caitlin Easton trying to move it forward. And now right back to Champlin Park. Rebels have it, quarter number 1, leading 10-0. Inside, spinning around, shooting and scoring is Champlin Park. 11 goals on the board. Makuzak scores. Kozak scores. It is the 11th goal of the quarter. That came at about 9:30. Champlin Park, another draw, control, 11-0. They get it into the middle of the field, ball on the ground. Rebels control. That is Johnson on the near side. That one skips wide. That was a quick shot there by Gunderson. Rebels work it around the perimeter, counterclockwise again. Set it up behind the net. 11-0. Coming up on 1 to go here in the quarter. Inside, another ground ball. Deflected out of there. Controlled by the Rebels. Rail has it. Rail goes in behind the net. And she got bumped back there. Got hit by Ashley Andrews, the sophomore. Champlin Park's going to hang on. They get it into the middle. Fanning on the shot. Went off her stick was McCozak. And now Champlin Park. Back hat at Schindelbeck. Near side. Gets it into the middle. Good run. Shot and a goal. I think that's Pitson again. Beers second of the quarter. It is. Fourth player with 2 goals in the quarter. And that's going to come under a minute to play in the quarter. And we're probably not going to get another face-off. Champlin Park has scored 12 goals in the first quarter against Coon Rapids here at home. We'll be back with quarter number 2 in a moment here on QCTV.
Hi there, I'm author Mila V, and my book is a young adult fantasy novel. It's actually a series, and it follows the adventures of Oriana as she tries to find the missing children of her village. And one of the reasons why I feel it's a great book is that it really looks at how characters develop over time. None of my characters are perfect, and they're not supposed to be. They're supposed to mirror what we all go through our everyday life. The only difference is that it's in a fantasy world with a little bit of magic mixed in.
Well, there's the score after one quarter. Champlin Park leading Coon Rapids 12-0. Rail scored 12 seconds in, Gunderson 28 seconds in, then Schindelbeck and Reese Hagenbart. Just like that, it was 4-0 Champlin Park. Schindelbeck had 2 goals, Hagenbart had 2 goals. Annabelle Johnson had a couple, and so did Anna Pitson off the bench. So 4 different players, 2 goals. And now we switch sides, and Alyssa Satter will go to the goal down to our right for Coon Rapids. And in the goal down to our left, Eleanor Grigornik will get 1 more quarter of play. And the sun has come out, as you can see. That for the goalie, on the north side of the field, looking to their right, and then, of course, for the goalie on the south end of the field, looking to their left. Champlin Park gets it back. They move it into the middle. Here's Lana Rail. Rail once again had a goal in the first. And I would assume we're going to stay in running time now the remainder of the way. They're going to try and get this one to the half after the Rebels scored 12 in the first quarter. They got that one to Gunderson. And I don't know, Gunderson's going to get a free position at that 8-meter line. This will be our first free position. Carissa Gunderson steps, shoots, and scores. And for Gunderson, her first of the game. And that came about a minute into the quarter. And we are indeed at running time now, 13-0. Champlin Park early in the quarter. And I wasn't sure what the rule was when it came to running time. I knew the number was 10, but I thought it was a second and a half. But since they've gone to quarters, and there could have been an agreement. I'll have to look up that rule. Very unusual for one team to grab a lead that large after one quarter of play. But indeed, we have been in running time since quarter number one. Beautiful grab there. And a great steal by Schindelbeck. Gets it ahead. Carissa Gunderson, the 9th grader. By the way, her goal a moment ago was her second of the year. She had 1 goal and 2 assists coming in for the Rebels. Cutter in the middle, can't grab it. Ground ball, still loose. Player goes down. Finally picked up by Coon Rapids. And that's Parrish. But the Rebels get it right back. I'll set it up on the perimeter. Now it's Kim Fan. They work the perimeter, and now it's Schindelbeck again. Fan begins her run, turned away. Ground ball to Schindelbeck. Back out into the middle, it's Rail. Here's Johnson, now Schindelbeck. And now Rail out on top, just outside that 12-meter Fan. They play catch. 12-0 after one quarter. Now all the way down, goal line extended. Cutter in the middle, big save there by Satter. Terrific save there. That ground ball picked up by Champlin Park, and they go right back to the attack. Coming up on 8 minutes to go in quarter number 2. Pretty pleasant night, breezy, but no rain. A lot of rain in these parts. Schindelbeck in the middle. My rain gauge isn't very good, but looked like it was 2. I think I need a new rain gauge. It's hard to read. But a lot of much needed rain in these parts, and of course the artificial turf field in perfect shape. No problem with that. Such a huge move when they went to turf here in the school district. And now we got to hold inside, play stops. And Champlin Park's going to hang on. And we are going to get a free position shot for Kim Fan, senior. Hasn't scored yet. And she's going to be over there on the left side. Foot on that 8-meter line. She'll get an opportunity to get a goal. She'll step forward, had it knocked away, and it goes wide of the net. She waited a little bit too long, and it was knocked out of her stick. And now Coon Rapids coming back the other way with Bowden. Tessa Bowden, a pretty good move. Bowden put it on the ground at midfield. Hangs on to it somehow. Bunch of rebels around her. And now it's Wigan. Katie Wigan runs it forward. She maintains possession right back on the ground. Schindelbeck can't get it. And Coon Rapids is going to hang on. It was knocked away knocked away from Brianna George, and now George has it. Coon Rapids was awarded the ball. And now they go to the attack. Here's Flynn. And now it's Abbott. Abbott going to Aurora of Illinois to play. Under 6 to go, quarter number 2. Champlin Park, 1 goal here in the quarter. And now Champlin Park knocked it away, and Coon Rapids is going to hang on. Arabella Seneschal knocked it away. That wasn't ruled a legal play. And then inside, there's a save. Big save for Eleanor Gregornik. Backup goalie here in the first half. Once again, Paige Hagenbart not available for duty tonight. But she made a save right there. How about that? Coon Rapids, their first legitimate scoring chance right there. And Gregornik denied. Rachel Cottingham will be in goal in quarters 3 and 4. That's the word we got before the game. That's Coon Rapids back to the attack. Good dodge there. Now, that came outside the 12. So, on this play, Easton isn't going to get a free position at the 8, which is, you know, the ultimate goal on a situation. She's outside the 12-meter fan, so she's still going to get an opportunity, and she's turned away. Good defense by Champlin Park, and now Coon Rapids back at it. Down behind the net, Cardinals hang on. Good job by Bowden. Bowden showing her speed. Tessa Bowden swings it over to the near side, caught by Flynn. Flynn gets it right back out. There's Kelly. Kelly got bumped. And the Cardinals are going to hang on to it. Under 4 to go, quarter number 2. 4 minutes remaining in the quarter. By far and away the best attack zone time for Coon Rapids here tonight. That is Bowden again, had it knocked away. Good defense by Champlin Park. Terrific defensive play back there by Rail. Maybe a little too good. Are we going to get a yellow? We are going to get a yellow. And that yellow is going to go on Coon Rapids for the retaliation. So coming over to take a knee will be Wigan. She is going to get the yellow card. First of the game there. And now Champlin Park, a player up. And now they move it forward. They get it over midfield. Good pass ahead. Cottingham putting it on the ground. Gets it back. Good recovery by Cottingham. Picks it up in the middle. Goes inside. Ground ball. Player got shoved. Champlin Park's going to hang on. That is Cottingham. And now it's Johnson behind the net trying to get to the front. And she's going to get a free position out at the 8. She got hit up high. Actually, they're going to, where she got hit, that's got to be a free position. So it's over there on the edge of the 8-meter line. She got hit by Andrews and definitely cannot do that. She's going to try to pass, knocked away by Coon Rapids. And it's picked up by Andrews. So it turned out to be a pretty good foul there by Coon Rapids. Champlin Park, though, gets it right back. Into the middle, Schindelbeck. She's got room. Schindelbeck's going to work to the right. Coming up on 2 to go in the quarter. Champlin Park setting it up. 12 goals in the first, 1 here in the second. They go into the middle, ground ball, picked up by Coon Rapids, and they're going to begin their run out of there. Easton, good run up the middle of the field, able to hang on to it. We had an illegal swing with the stick, and we're going to get a yellow, and that's the first yellow of the game, and that's going to go on Kim Fan for Champlin Park. So both teams have had a yellow here. In quarter number 2. And now we'll see if the Cardinals can get on the board. Just under a minute and a half to go in the quarter. Up the middle of the field comes Easton. Gets it further back, Wigan. And now a ground ball popped around. Dale trying to bat it forward for Champlin Park. Player goes down. Minute to go in the quarter. Coon Rapids back to the attack. Good defense by Champlin Park. Just 2 players around the ball every time as they just trap. Not trapping at the moment out on top. That's Brianna George who had it. They get it further ahead. Onto the cutter into the middle. That was Wigan. Couldn't handle it. Grabbed away by Champlin Park. They'll begin their run up toward midfield. Good pass and catch ahead. Good run by Champlin Park forward. And now they're going to retreat and set it up. Here very late in the quarter, try and get a shot. Just seconds remaining. They go into the middle, ground ball. And it's going to be controlled by Coon Rapids. And that is the end of quarter number 2. Champlin Park gets 1 in the quarter. And that was Carissa Gunderson, her first of the game. Coming about a minute into this quarter. It was her second of the year, and Champlin Park leads at 13-0 at the half. We'll take a break. Quarters 3 and 4 coming up here on QCTV.
Interested in a full-time career as a police officer? Well, the City of Champlin has open positions and you can apply right now.
We have a great relationship with the community here. We've had plenty of activities and outreach events over the year that are very well attended. We have little kids show up, we have all walks of life show up, and it's great to meet people where they're at and show them what we're about.
The City of Champlin is a wonderful and growing community, so we caught up with some of the officers over at the Champlin Police Department to find out what makes this community so special.
It's been incredibly positive. I grew up in the area, so even in my private life and now working here for the department, there's always been a very noticeable support for the police department here. You know, when you go out to lunch, people come up to me all the time, hey, we're thankful for what you do, you know, we appreciate you, all that kind of stuff, just great stuff to hear throughout your day. You hear a lot more of that than any of the negative stuff you might see on social media or the news that people like to push forward. You don't really see that here. It's a lot of support, a lot of positivity.
This is a workplace that is very much a family. Everybody knows each other. They've been around each other for a long time. So we look after each other. We know our kids' names.
If you are looking for a job in law enforcement, the Champlin Police Department, we are hiring. We would love to have you.
One of the most important aspects of the Champlin Police Department is being there for the community when they need us, protecting people, letting people feel safe and protected in their city. That goes a long way.
Once again, if you are interested in joining the Champlin Police Department, please visit the link on the screen.
Burn yourself? No, it's hot.
Hey Champlin, Mayor Ryan Sabas here. Supporting city staff and our local restaurants is a big part of my job. So today I'm having lunch with Dan Glenn.
So where were you, what city were you at previously before coming to Champlin?
Yeah, my previous community I worked at was the city of Stoughton, which was about 15 miles southeast of Madison. The Madison suburban area.
Dan is the new director of our Parks and Recreation Department here at the city of Champlin.
So Dan, how long have you been with the city of Champlin?
Early December, so not too long actually.
So today we're at the 5-8 Grill located off Douglas Drive, and we're ordering the famous Juicy Lucy.
You're gonna be Champlin famous here.
I know, I can't wait.
While we wait for our food, let's get to know Dan a bit.
So yeah, I was with the city for 16 years. The last 6 I was the Parks and Rec director there, and the 10 years before that I was a recreation supervisor. As a Parks and Rec director, I did everything from parks planning, project management, a lot of the same similar stuff that I do here, managing staff, recreation supervisor, recreation coordinator, administrative assistant.
So we've gotten to know a little bit about your background professionally. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself personally? Are you married? Do you have kids?
Yeah, I am married. Been married for, don't get us on camera.
The food has arrived, so Dan and I plan our attack.
Okay, Mayor, so is there a safe way to eat this?
I'd say bite the edges to start with, get the cheese kind of coming out and cooling down.
Rookie mistake.
The Juicy Lucy is a hamburger stuffed with cheese, and it is a delicious Minnesota staple. And you can get one right here in Champlin.
Well, thanks for hosting us for this. Yeah. Appreciate it very much. 5-8 right here up Douglas Drive and 109th. Dan, thanks for coming. Thanks for picking the city of Champlin to come work at. We hope that you have a long, successful career. Excited to see you out with the community this summer and at the many different events we'll be hosting. So, again, thank you. Three different boards we have, the ERC, the Planning Commission, and the Parks and Rec Commission are all wonderful sounding boards for residents to interact with these boards. They kind of work through the weeds per se on a lot of different issues before they hit the city council desk and for the council to make the ultimate decision at the end of the day. And I served several years on the Parks and Rec Commission. At the time, I didn't realize how valuable that would be to me and understanding the city process a lot more. So to me, it was a huge value now being mayor of the great city of Champlin. It was a great tool in my arsenal to be able to understand what these boards' roles are and responsibilities and what they do for our city. The ERC, the Environmental Resource Commission, a wonderful commission. We've had a lot of board members. We've had Councilmember Moe, who is now nearing a 7-year council member, served several years on the ERC. This commission has 4 available openings. Some of them are ward specific, Ward 1 and 2, each have a couple openings, but we also have at large. So anyone in the city of Champlin has the ability to serve on the ERC. It's a great commission. Reach out to City Hall if you have questions or have interest on serving on that commission. It's that first step into City Hall and to be involved in your local government. I would say the Parks Commission is probably one of the funnest ones to be a part of. I really enjoyed my time, my several years on the Parks Commission. Still a lot of same commissioners on that commission that I served with back then. You get to deal with whether it's improvements to the parks, new additions to our programming or parks, and it really, you get to see some of your efforts and hard work pay off. If you are interested in our parks in the city of Champlin, if you maybe have a young family and you're like, you know what, I want to have a vested interest in this community, I want to have some say, this is a great step to get involved. I would just encourage anyone who's even just thinking about it, reach out, whether it's to myself, the mayor, to one of your council members, or to city staff. Reach out if you have any questions. We're all excited to talk to you about it. We're looking for more and more people to be involved. Perhaps you have a desire to be the next mayor of Champlin or on the city council. And to me, this is a critical way to take that next step, to get involved, to understand how city local government works, to know who the people are up here working or making these decisions. So I encourage the Champlin residents, if you have the time and have a desire for it, give us a call, be involved.
Club started 2 years ago and was basically inspired by my own children to have a club at the school that I knew that they would definitely like, as they're not that into sports and things of that nature. So I wanted to create something that I know my family would like. The games that we provide are not like the ones that they'll necessarily find at home. We don't do Monopoly or categories or things like that. We do Tiny Epic Dinosaurs and Hues and Clues and Snake Oil, which is what they're playing in the background right now, for the games, to kind of broaden the perspectives and show what else is out there, that there really is a game out there for everyone here.
I would say it's a fun experience to play games with your friends and meet new people that maybe just like not people that you know that would play some different games, and you also get to learn a bunch of new games that you probably haven't heard of.
Club's a lot of fun. We play various types of games, from board games to card games. It's a real open atmosphere. You won't feel any kind of criticism about any part of you.
In like 5 years, I see the club expanding. Hopefully more kids come, bring more games, expand horizons.
There's been days when they aren't up for gaming, they just need a safe place to be. We're open to it. You know, they just want to be here around friends that are, you know, weird like them. That's awesome too.
The best part of the club is just getting to sit down and play board games with other people and make new relationships.
Club is having fun with my friends, being idiots and just being silly within the games.
So especially in this day and age where, you know, it's all available, but still really scary having a place that you know that you can go to that is going to be safe, that is going to be welcoming, and you know, you can be with the other weirdos that you want to be with, which was really hard to find when I was younger. I think it's incredibly important. Well, I'm hoping that more people is hoping to get our word out more that such a place exists, and that, you know, people can come and play games, and possibly, you know, in 5 years, maybe even create our own games based off of the games that we've been playing and stuff like that.
Come and have fun. Like, that's really all there is. Come play games and have fun.
And you see the wind blowing, the flag. It's getting breezy as we start half number 2 at Champlin Park. Dominant first quarter, 12 goals. They had one in the second, 13-0. So we get ready to start quarter number 3. And Reese Hagenbart is out there. She just absolutely dominated the faceoffs early in this game and allowed Champlin Park to take over. But Coon Rapids is going to control that one and move it forward. Good play there. Gabby Newton scooped it up, and they move it forward. Caitlin Easton has it. She had 4 Rebels converge on her. Coon Rapids obviously in red here on the road. White numerals, Champlin Park. In white defending the goal down to our right in the second half, goalie Rachel Cottingham. Her counterpart Eleanor Gregornik was in goal in quarters 1 and 2 and made a very nice save in that second quarter. Once again, Paige Hagenbart, Champlin Park Rebels regular goalie, not available for duty tonight. And that ground ball is picked up by Lauren Schindelbeck, side of the net. She'll begin a run and give it up. Handcuffs rail, but it's grabbed by Hagenbart. Hagenbart at the center of the field. She's going to continue her run. Reese had 2 goals. Schindelbeck had 2. Johnson had 2. Pinson had 2. 4 different Rebels had 2 goals apiece in that 12-goal first quarter. Running time here in the third. There's a shot, and they get it down low. Hagenbart feeds it inside. And Addie Dale. Was it number 3 getting the goal? Yes, it was. Let's take a look. Hagenbart gives it up. And yes, it is Addie Dale, her first of the year. And she is thrilled. Dale gets her first of the year, first of the game, and that came a couple of minutes in. And now it's 14-0 Champlin Park. Nice assist there by Reese Hagenbart. And she is right back at the middle of the field. Once again, our score, 14-0. Couple of minutes into quarter number 3. And now it's Miley Jurassic, sophomore. She's going to carry it off to the right. They're going to set it up. Hagenbart gets it off to the left. Addison Cordes on the field right now. Cordison to the left of Hagenbart. She's going to slide into the middle, wait for a pass. It didn't come. Reese Hagenbart had it knocked away, and then a big collision. Inadvertent. Hagenbart helps up the player there, and that was Caitlin Easton who got knocked over. And we are going to get a shove and an interference call, and they're going to give a yellow to Hagenbart. I really feel like it was an inadvertent play as she turned around, but nevertheless, they're going to call Hagenbart for the yellow. Second yellow of the game for Champlin Park. First for Hagenbart. And now the Cardinals have it. Once again, a little trouble with the score bug. It is 14-0 Champlin Park. And to give you an update on the time here in the quarter, 8:30 remaining here in quarter number 3. We got a big collision at the middle of the field. Coon Rapids going to hang on to it. That was Ashley Andrews, the sophomore, who got hit. And now we're going to reset and go again. And move it forward. That one's going to skip by, and chance for the Cardinals to go to the attack. Ashley Flynn, goal line extended near his side. Works behind the net. Being watched closely by Annabelle Johnson. And now Lauren Schindelbeck joins the fray. Those 2 players had 2 goals in that dominant first quarter, 2 goals apiece. And now back at it comes Easton. They get it into the middle, good feed. That shot goes wide. Shot by Newton went wide. Cardinals are going to still hang on to it. That comes in on net, and that is saved by Rachel Cottingham. She's going to clear it out of there, and Champlin Park's going to run it up the far side, get it into the middle. Here's Rail. Rail's going to move it forward. It's picked up by Anna Pitson. Pitson right down the middle of the field. Gets it toward the net, but it's grabbed by the goalie, Satter. Satter in the long clear to midfield. That was a good clear. But a ground ball batted for Jurassic after it for Champlin Park. And now finally picked up by the Rebels. Seneschal grabbed it. Are we going to get another yellow here? We got the yellow out. Clock continues to move. Or actually, the clock stopped. 6:44. And the score, as you can see, Champlin Park 14-0. They're up 12-0 after one. One goal in the second, and now one goal in the third. And we do get the yellow. And then it's going to be on Easton. So 2 yellows in the game. Champlin Park has it. Annabelle Johnson now back in that defensive position. She'll catch it in the middle. And the Rebels will move it forward. There's Rail far side. And now Jurassic right side. She tried to move toward the middle but was turned away. And now it's Hagenbart. Hagenbart sends it back into the middle, a little bit too far. Ground ball. And it's picked up behind the net. Champlin Park still on the attack. Into the middle. Ball on the ground near that 8-meter line. Champlin Park's going to spin out of there with it. Hagenbart right in the middle, off to the left. Pitson, who has 2 goals. Now the Rebels behind the net. Seneschal as they work it clockwise now to the outside. Cordes has it, gets shoved. And now here's Anna Pitson. To the right of the net, we got a whistle. And we may get a free position here. And we are indeed. And it's going to be Carissa Gunderson. Shot goes wide. Caught side of the net. And is knocked away by the Cardinals goalie. Sattler. The Champlin Park hangs on to it. Not sure how that stayed out of there. Seneschal fighting for it. We got another shove. Shove even after the whistle. And now Champlin Park's going to have an opportunity. They get it inside. A shot and a goal. Well, that was a good feed inside. And the goal is going to go to Miley Jurassic. And that is her first of the game. Second of the quarter. And we'll take a look at it. Nice feed inside. Jurassic beats the goalie. That goal comes inside of 5 minutes to go on the court.
Unplug the, David, unplug the announcer plug in here.
Tack on 3 more here in the third. Champlin Park dominating here tonight over visiting Coon Rapids. That one popped in the air and controlled by Hagenbart straight up, and she'll come away with it. Hagenbart's going to begin her run. Seconds remaining here in the quarter. They get it into the middle. They get it down low. Shot. That's a goal for Cordes. Addison Cordes right at the end of the quarter.
Rebel goal scorer number 40, Addison Cordes.
Champlin Park extends their lead to 17-0. 1 quarter to go, and we'll come back in a moment here on QCTV.
Interested in a full-time career as a police officer? Well, the City of Champlin has open positions and you can apply right now.
We have a great relationship with the community here. We've had plenty of activities and outreach events over the year that are very well attended. We have little kids show up, we have all walks of life show up, and it's great to meet people where they're at and show them what we're about.
The City of Champlin is a wonderful and growing community, so we caught up with some of the officers over at the Champlin Police Department to find out what makes this community so special.
It's been incredibly positive. I grew up in the area, so even in my private life and now working here for the department, there's always been a very noticeable support for the police department here. You know, when you go out to lunch, people come up to me all the time, hey, we're thankful for what you do, you know, we appreciate you, all that kind of stuff, just great stuff to hear throughout your day. You hear a lot more of that than any of the negative stuff you might see on social media or the news that people like to push forward. You don't really see that here. It's a lot of support, a lot of positivity.
This is a workplace that is very much a family. Everybody knows each other. They've been around each other for a long time. So we look after each other. We know our kids' names.
If you are looking for a job in law enforcement, the Champlin Police Department, we are hiring. We would love to have you.
One of the most important aspects of the Champlin Police Department is being there for the community when they need us, protecting people, letting people feel safe and protected in their city. That goes a long way.
Once again, if you are interested in joining the Champlin Police Department, please visit the link on the screen.
There you see the Rebels well on their way here tonight at home in their 3rd game of the year, 2-0 already. They lead 17-0. Dale, Jurassic, Gregornik, and Cordes with goals in that 3rd quarter. Oh, switch sides. Melissa Satter will be the goalie down to our right for Coon Rapids. And second half goalie Rachel Cottingham for Champlin Park down to our left. And Reese Hagenbart up there to take the face-off. Ashley Flynn for Coon Rapids. Once again, Paige Hagenbart out tonight, not available. Regular goalie for Champlin Park. Got a ground ball, and that is controlled by Annette Abbott. She'll turn the other way, and the Cardinals move it forward. Get it down to the goal line extended, but couldn't control that ground ball. Now they get it to the outside. That was Newton. Now it's Easton. Pressure defense by Champlin Park. Anna Pitts, an 8th grader. She's the youngest player to get regular time on the varsity. A couple of goals tonight. They get it inside. The Cardinals get us goal. They get on the board. Ashley Flynn here early in the quarter, and it's now 17-1.
Sorry for Coon Rapids, number 36, Ashley Flynn.
So Flynn gets a goal. Minute into quarter number 4. The shutout ends there and go right back to the middle of the field.
Wouldn't it be singular highlight?
Been running time since quarter number 1 here tonight. Champlin Park scored 12 goals. Here's Hagenbart running it up the field. Champlin Park's going to set it up. Ever since that 12-goal first quarter, as you might expect, they have certainly worked it around on the perimeter. There's a ground ball that they're going to scoop up and try and gain a little bit of control. Finally, they do. It's Callie Gunderson. Hagenbart's going to come off. Lana Rail's going to come on the field. Here's Rail in the middle. Rail had the first goal of the game 12 seconds in, and Rebels scored 4 goals in the first minute and a half. That really told the story. They came out and just dominated. There's a ground ball coming all the way to the goalie, and Newton's going to grab it. Or Satter, excuse me. Satter's going to clear to the near side. Ball to Flynn. Flynn can't control it. 3 Rebels around her battling. They're going to give it to the Cardinals. Flynn held her ground, got it ahead quickly. And that's grabbed there by Newton. Gabby Newton gets it across. Ball on the ground, trying to run it down over there is Wigan. They keep it alive. Now George. George can't handle it. That back on the ground. Cardinals get it back. Here's Newton. Out on the side, Easton. Easton trying to spin, but can't. And now the Cardinals go to work. Just 8 minutes remaining in the game. And now Champlin Park's going to steal it away and move forward. Good move by Rail. She's to the center of the field, continues her run. Rail moves it forward. Rail's going to go down behind the net and set up. We're going to have another free position here. This time it's going to be Arabella Seneschal. She's going to be on that 8-meter line right in the middle and a chance to get her name on the scoreboard. Head coach Jeff Johnson certainly got everybody into the game here tonight. And Seneschal's going to take a step forward here. Gets in there, gets a shot away and scores. It is now 18-1. Coming up on 7 to go. Everybody getting involved. 17-0 after 3. Then Flynn scored to make it 17-1. Now Seneschal. see that Coon Rapids goalie having some fun. Despite her team being down 18-1. Mentioned it earlier in the game, Champlin Park, Saturday at Wyzetta. That's a matinee at 1 o'clock. Next Thursday at Edina, team that played in the quarterfinals of the state tournament a year ago in White Bear Lake. And then home to Andover on April 29th. That will put them over the halfway point of the regular season. Big game, 3 big games in a row for Champlin Park. Now Champlin Park is there's a foul on Rail, and she's going to be sent back. And Cardinals are going to have a chance to move it forward. And they do. Easton picks it up on a hop. That was a nice play, spinning around and picking up that ground ball. There'd be a lot of pressure around her. Now the Cardinals come back the other way. Move it down the field. That's Wigan. Wigan has it out on the right side. Now it's Easton. Caitlin Easton. Good job into the middle, and might get herself a free position here. And that one knocked away. Champlin Park has it. Cottingham getting some cheers. Now Cottingham, and that's going to have it. She's going to get it out of there. And the Rebels are going to have it. Off the ground ball, move it forward. Right back on the deck. Champlin Park controls. That's Rail. She got bumped. Rebels are going to hang on to it. All the way across, way too far, turned over. Now it'll be Cardinals' ball. Coon Rapids' upcoming schedule next Monday at Duluth. Next Wednesday at Centennial. We have 2 games next week, Monday and Wednesday. Champlin Park using that huge first quarter. A 12-0 lead. $13-0 at the half. 17-0 after 3. Now it's 18-1. There's 3 minutes remaining, just over 3 minutes remaining in the game. Now we want to remind you, check back here on QCTV, QCTV.org, and a YouTube.com/QCTV. Got baseball games, softball games, boys and girls lacrosse coming up. And of course, you'll want to be around for section, potentially state tournament action here on QCTV during the spring sports season. One other thing that comes up during the spring, graduations for Andover, Anoka, and Champlin Park. It's quite a tradition. Here's a good move. And that one out of there. Shot by Easton, may have hit the post. Ricocheted out of there. Cardinals bidding for their second goal of the game, and drew a little iron on that shot. Cardinals hang on. That is Abbott. Abbott, good move, trying to get to the front, blocked away, and I think she knows she's going to get a free position out of it, and she will. She's going to get an opportunity at the 8th. The goalie, Rachel Cottingham, playing the second half. A step, shoot, and score.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
So it's Abbott.
Scoring for Coon Rapids, number 33, Annette Abbott.
Now it's 18-2 with under 2 to go in the game. Champlin Park moved to 3-0. Coon Rapids is going to fall to 0-2 this season. I'd like to thank our crew here on site at Champlin Park High School and back in the studios. Tonight led by Trinity Thompson. No relation. Her last name has a P in it, mine doesn't. That's a distinction. Let's get a big thanks to our crew again here tonight. Now Champlin Park right back to the attack. Here in the final minute of the game tonight. Get it into the middle, put on the ground by Carissa Gunderson. Gunderson had the lone goal in quarter number 2. That stands out. She got it a minute in, and then we went pretty much a solid 11 minutes with no other scoring after that barrage in the first. It was 13-0 Champlin Park at the half. Now they get it back into the middle. I'm just going to move it around. They pass it down low, ground ball picked up by the Cardinals. That is going to do it. Champlin Park, ranked number 8 in the preseason poll, now 3-0 with a dominating victory tonight over the Coon Rapids Cardinals, 18-2. And the story was told in the first quarter. Rail, then Callie Gunderson, Lauren Schindelbeck, and Reese Hagenbart. 4 goals in the first 126. In that first quarter, Schindelbeck had 2, Hagenbart had 2, Annabelle Johnson had 2, and then Anna Pitson added 2. They had a 12-0 lead after 1, 13-0 after 2 quarters of play. After 3, they led at 17-0, and then go on to the 18-2 victory tonight. Cardinals fall to 0-2. Let's get a big thanks to everyone here at Champlin Park. Big thanks to our QCTV crew. I'm Steve Thompson. Thanks so much for joining us. Have a good night.